Hello and welcome to Longship Gaming. We are playing Marvel Champions and it's going to be Nova versus Project WIDEAWAKE. So, haven't played Nova in quite some time, thought I'd give him another spin. Actually, one of my least played heroes, I realized. So I figure the scenario for this one is that Sam and his fellow champions, being young people, are out at the mall for a fun day of shopping, and there just happens to be a bunch of mutants also in the same mall, and then the Sentinels attack and try and grab all the mutants. So, champions, being, well, champions, don't agree with this, and he steps up to defend his, well, in some cases, I guess, young adult friends. So I went on to the Marvel Champions database, found what looks like a relatively recent and fun protection deck. I've been running protection a lot lately. I will link to the description, or I'll put a link to the deck in the description below, and of course credit the author. So for our allies, lots of cards I don't think I've ever actually played, and some that I have, so this ought to be interesting. I'm going in blind with this one. I haven't done a test game, so we'll see how it turns out. So we have for our allies Pinpoint and Jocasta. We've got 3 copies of Desperate Defense, 3 copies of Ever Vigilant because, well, Ariel, and 3 copies of Never Back Down. So the stun on this isn't really going to come into effect because the Sentinels have Steady. Well, it might. They have Steady on stage 2, but I know they have Stalwart on stage 3. So might come in handy, but probably is going to be used against minions. We have an Armored Vest, Electrostatic Armor, Indomitable, 2 copies of that, and Unflappable. And an energy card that I have never played, so it's Defensive Energy. As a hero interrupt, when you spend this card to play a defense event, draw 1 card. For our basic cards, we have Ironheart, Moon Girl, Snow Guard, so lots of champions, Spider-Man, and Vivian. For our event, we have Go for Champions. Now, this I'm playing this game after the 1.5 rules reference update came out, and Go for Champions has been nerfed. It basically is play the card, remove from the game. I mean, honestly, it's sad in a way, but the game, the card could be really abused in a lot of decks, especially with Miss Marvel as an ally, especially for Nova. So we'll get 1 shot, 1 use at a Go for Champions on a pivotal turn, but after that, unfortunately, yeah, it's been heavily nerfed and will be removed. We're playing without errata. It'll be removed from the game after we play it. So we have Endurance, Champions Mobile Bunker, and the Power in All of Us. For our scenario, we're starting on stage 2, of course, because we're playing an expert. The Sentinel, 18 health, Schema 2 attack of 3, has Steady and Toughness. The first player searches the encounter deck and discard a pile for a copy of the Abduction Protocol side scheme and puts into play. Oh yeah, we also have, oh no, deal each other player face down encounter card, so never mind that. So Abduction Protocols are out. Has main scheme only has, actually doesn't really have a stage per se. Starts on 1. When it reaches 5 threat, because we're playing solo, we place the top card of our deck face down under 0 tolerance, then remove a 5 threat from the scheme. So we don't want that to happen because 0 tolerance, if there are 4 cards under 0 tolerance, we lose the game. So we cannot allow that to happen. And if any ally is defeated after an enemy attack, they go in there. So we're going to be, there's a reason why I chose protection for this, because we're going to have to do a lot of defense and hopefully finding ways to stand back up fairly easily. Because we're going to have our allies do the lion's share of the work. Now, mind you, we have a lot of allies in here, and we're just going to get more as we start to free more of the X-Men. The side schemes that are out are Mutants at the Mall. Has a 4 threat and it's accelerating. So when defeated, the first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Sentinel minion, reveals it, flip this card, and put Jubilee into play, discarding any other version of Jubilee from play. So that's going to be sort of our first target for thwarting, is to get rid of Mutants at the Mall so we get Jubilee. And then the Abduction Protocols comes in at 4. It's a crisis. When defeated, we get one of the captive allies and put them under our control. So there are 4 captive allies. There are 4 Abduction Protocols in the deck. So eventually we'll have a lot of allies. A mix of X-Men and Champions. Presuming, of course, things go well. So for Nova, he has 10 health. A 3 recovery. As an alter ego action, spend 1 resource of any type, search your deck, and discard pile for SuperNova Helmet. Add it to your hand. Put it into play instead if you paid for this ability using a wildcard resource. And on his hero side, he has a very poor stat line: a thwart of 1, attack of 1, a defense of 2. After you use one of Nova's basic powers, ready the SuperNova Helmet. So very important to get the helmet and get it into play early. Alright, we're going to shuffle up, and we'll be right back with Nova versus Project WIDEAWAKE. Alright, we're back, we're shuffled up, and we're ready to go. We have our starting 6 cards. We've got SuperNova Helmet, excellent. Vivian, Never Back Down, Unflappable, Connection to the World Mind, and Unleash Nova Force. So, because Connection to the World Mind is in hand, it doesn't count against our hand size, we draw another. So we have Force Field Projection. Okay. Well, the helmet is something that we know we can discard for now, because we'll get it back, and put it into play immediately with our Connection to the World Mind. Unflappable is really good for us. Never Back Down is going to be good for the first turn as well, so we're keeping those. Vivian would be really good for thwarting, so an Unleash Nova Force, we're not really going to get anything out, nor are we getting anything with Force Field Projection right now. So, I'm going to keep these, draw 2. Armored Vest is good. Wow, we have a lot of clutch cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, we are going to, of course, put out the SuperNova Helmet right away. We'll flip over. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of everything that we need to, which is unfortunate. But the vest is crucial, so we're going to put out the vest. We're going to thwart Mutants at the Mall. This untaps. Then we're going to play Unflappable, and then use our last 2 to play out Vivian. So Vivian for now is going to ping the tough off of the Sentinel. And then we're going to stand back up again. We can use her to thwart next turn to get Mutants at the Mall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lightspeed Flight, very good for us. Unleash Nova Force, Desperate Defense, Pot Shot, Indomitable. Okay. So threat goes on. He's going to attack. We are going to defend and play Desperate Defense. So our defense now is a 3, a 5. Good thing we had our Armored Vest in that card. Okay, so we get to ready our hero. We get to ready the helmet. And we get to draw a card off Unflappable. Powering all of us. Okay. What kind of card? Attach the villain, gains retaliate 1, and scheme +1. Okay, well, we're not really looking to do damage to the villain quite yet. Okay, so back to us. It was pretty good sequencing. So, do we get any use out of Unleash Nova Force? No, we don't. So, we could have canceled something, but it didn't matter in this particular scenario. Hero response. Yeah, it's not a forced response, so we didn't have to do it. Okay. So, we're going to Lightspeed Flight to get rid of Mutants at the Mall. So now we get Jubilee. We use Vivian and Jubilee. So Vivian's going to go. Jubilee will take 1. And then we will thwart to get everything off of abduction protocols. To get ourselves another X-Man friend. It's going to be Cannonball. We don't want Cannonball to get hurt right away. We need 3 genius resources to get rid of. Oh, this stands back up again. We don't have enough to get rid of the retaliate, unfortunately. So, I think it's fine. I think we're definitely going to put out... Let's have Cannonball thwart for 1. I think we can take 1 damage. So we'll use our helmet to pay for Pot Shot to do 4. It's an attack, so we take 1. We'll use Unleash Nova Force to pay for our Indomitable, and we're going to hang on to the power in all of us. Alright. One, two, three, 4. Ever vigilant, never back down, power in all of us, endurance, power in all of us. Okay. Well, I think we probably can get rid of the learning AI then. Okay. Threat goes on, he's going to attack. He's attacking for 3. We're going to defend. We're going to play never back down. Using our helmet. We have a defense of 5. 5 exactly, so we're good. So we're going to stun, but of course he has steady, so he's not stunned. We are going to use Unflappable to draw a card, so Lightspeed Flight. Do we ready? We might as well. So we're going to ready. And of course, SuperNova helmet stands back up as well. Okay. Encounter card. Relentless Robots. So we're engaged with a Sentinel minion. We cannot thwart the scheme. Well, luckily we are not. Okay. So, first things first. we're going to thwart the main scheme for 1. Nope, wrong way around. We're going to Lightspeed Flight to get rid of Relentless Robots. Then we're going to thwart the main scheme for 1. Going to stand back up SuperNova helmet. Oh, just forgot to spend our, discard our Lightspeed Flight. And now we definitely want to get rid of learning AI, because that's really bad for us. So we will SuperNova helmet and both of our powers and all of us to get rid of learning AI, and spend Ever Vigilant to put out endurance. So we go up to 12. Okay. Yeah, these two can go together because they don't turn or exhaust, so they do as well. Okay. We'll have Cannonball now attack for 2. Yeah, 12. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. Force Field Projection, Desperate Defense, Lightspeed Flight, Defensive Energy. Okay. Threat goes on. He's going to attack. He's attacking for 3. We will spend Desperate Defense to pay for to pay Defensive Energy to pay for Desperate Defense, drawing us a card. Just go for Champions. So we're Defense 5. Exactly enough again. Oh, we had to defend, of course. We are unflappable, so we draw a card. And Spider-Man. Nice. Encounter card. Oh, we ready again, because Desperate Defense, we took no damage. Sentinel Mark II, when revealed, if Operation Zero Tolerance is in play, Sentinel Mark II gains Surge. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Operation Zero Tolerance and reveal it. Okay. Oh, wait, it already is out. Alright, so that was a whole lot of nothing. We can just take him out. Yeah, Cannonball can just do it. Awesome. Okay. Go for Champions doesn't do anything for us right now. So we'll have Cannonball take out the Mark II. And he doesn't take Consequential because of it. Because he defeated it. He just plowed right on through the thing. I guess we're going to attack for a whopping 1. Oh no, we don't do that yet. Let's wind that back a second. We use our helmet to pay for Lightspeed Flight. We then attack for 1. Which then stands the helmet back up again. We will pay for Spider-Man. Hanging on to Desperate Defense. Spider-Man will give him the +2 to attack, so he attacks for 4. And we will spend our Desperate Defense to do 2 damage with Jubilee. I'm nervous because I've not seen a lot of Sentinels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I should say the more powerful ones anyway. Ever Vigilant, Mobile Bunker, excellent, Snow Guard, Pinpoint, Defensive Energy. Okay, right now we have no defense cards, so we're going to hope that we don't take a lot of damage here. Which is rare that we don't have any. Okay. Threat goes on. Sentinel's going to attack. We will defend. We just have a defense of 3. My goodness. Okay. So we don't take any damage. We get to draw a card. It's Moon Girl. All right. He has Guard and Patrol. So the Sentinel is going to attack, so we will take damage from it. So just 2. Encounter card. Mutant detected. When revealed, choose. Place the top card of your deck face down under Operation Zero Tolerance. The villain each minion engaged with you attacks you. I guess we're just going to have to lose the top card because I can't take those kind of hits. So 3 left, and hopefully that wasn't a really good card. Okay. Moon Girl, oh, we got a lot here. Can we get the most out of Moon Girl? Yes, we can. So, we need to have one of our allies go away to fit Moon Girl. So, that's going to be Cannonball. Then we can play, we'll use cards from our hands to do it. So Ever Vigilant, Pinpoint, and Defensive Energy, all genius cards, to play out Moon Girl to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Electrostatic Armor is good. We will have, I guess, we'll use Snow Guard. With Jubilee to take out the Mark IV. Then we will bring out SuperNova Helmet. Using the SuperNova Helmet, put out Electrostatic Armor. And spend Jocasta and Jesse to put out the Mobile Bunker, which we don't really need to use right now. So we're going to have Spider-Man Thwart for 1, and Moon Girl attack for 2. Okay. Pretty much have everything in place now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Indomitable, Ever Vigilant, Miss Marvel, Pot Shot, Pot Shot. Okay. Threat goes on. The Sentinel's going to attack. Oh, everybody stands up. We will defend. We have nothing in hand to really defend. So it's just a base 3. Hopefully he flips nothing. He did it again. Target for elimination is attached to an identity. Deal this card to that player as a face down, but it targeted for elimination is not. So we got really lucky there. We took no damage, but the Sentinel takes the damage from our electrostatic armor. We took no damage. So we draw our last card. It's a connection to the world mind. And counter card. So now all the Sentinels are starting to show up. All right. Encounter cards. First one. Targeted for elimination. We cannot change from hero form to alter ego form when a Sentinel is in a Sentinel minion's in play. Next one. Sentinel minion in play. Sentinel Mark 3. If targeted for elimination is attached to your identity, the Mark 5 attacks. Okay, so that was an interesting combo. So it's going to attack. We're going to take the 3. And it's going to take 1. Do the electrostatic. Oh, we didn't defend. We just took the damage. So it did not. Okay. Good thing we can get rid of the Mark 5 pretty easily. So first things, now that we have the mobile bunker, light speed, flight, never back down. Yeah. We can pot shot and take out the Mark 4 pretty easily. I don't think we're going to be ever vigilant this turn. Well, hold on, we could be. Okay, so Indomitable isn't doing anything for us. Lightspeed Flight isn't going to do anything for us, so those two can go. Okay. So, we're going to use our connection to the world mind to pay for a pot shot. Takes out, does 4 damage to the Mark 5. We can use our other one to spend energy off of Jubilee to take it out. Then we will Ever Vigilant. I think we want to keep Never Back Down for next turn. So we're going to use our helmet and Miss Marvel to play Never Back Down. Oh, sorry, to play out Ever Vigilant, taking 2 off the main scheme, standing up. Now, do we continue to slow roll this, or do we go in guns blazing? Oh, we've stood up, so now we can get rid of targeted for elimination. Okay. We could flip down here, just to get more cards. But we have really good filtering with mobile bunker. Yeah, so we're going to stay. All right. I have to slow roll it a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never back down, defensive energy, force field projection, defensive energy, and pot shot. Wild. Okay. So, threat goes on. He's going to attack. He's attacking for 3. We're going to defend. And I'm going to use defensive energy to use never back down. So we have a defense of 5. We are stunned, apparently. But we took no damage. So the Sentinel takes damage, becomes stunned. So it will not activate on the next turn. We will draw a card. And I draw 2 cards, one off defensive energy and one off of unflappable. So Vivian, Empower, and all of us. Okay. And encounter card. I think everything's done here that's supposed to be done. Yes. Adaptive armor. Gets +8 hit points. Okay. Well, I don't like that. So that's got to go. Can I do it? Yeah, I can do it. Okay. Let's mobile bunker. Indomitable, go for champions. Need lightning resources to get rid of it. We have a lot. So Indomitable. We don't need to go for champions, so we're going to get rid of that as well. Yeah. Then we will spend our energy, so energy. Might as well take advantage of the stun while we can. Energy. Energy. To get rid of that, so he's down to 1. So I want him, when he next attacks and we defend, that he flips on his activation. Or we could hit him now, and then have Jubilee ping off damage. I don't think there's anything we can really do here to really benefit from the stun right now. But I kind of feel like we want to. So we're just going to keep what we have in hand, I think. Or we could, we could get rid of the pot shot to get our stun off. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Never back down. Cannonball, Jocasta, never back down. Unleash Nova Force. Okay. Threat goes on. He can't attack because he's stunned. Encounter card. Exhaustion, Surge, Exhaust her identity. Great. Sentinel Mark 4, 5, 6. Has Quick Strike. Well, there's nothing we can do about that because we are exhausted by exhaustion. Okay, so we're going to take 2. Maybe it's a good thing we slow rolled it because we had this thing in our way. Okay. So we're going to mobile bunker again. Power in all of us. Unleash Nova Force. Okay, so I don't think we're Nova Forcing. Or are we? We know we want to bring Cannonball out to deal with the mark. Six. Because it has so much health. Let's think. We draw a card off of the Sentinel. We could draw another card off of Thwarting. Oh, maybe we can't get it enough damage. So it's 6. Spider-Man and Moon Girl. No, Spider-Man, Jubilee, then Cannonball, okay, so we are actually going to unleash Nova Force. That's the end of the round, not the phase. Okay, that's a good thing to remember. So Spider-Man will hit Sentinel for 2. We will spend an energy resource to do 2 more to it. Oh, it was each time Nova defeats an enemy. Okay. So we're not. Let's roll that back here. We're not Nova Forcing. Okay, so we're going to use one of Nova Forces instead to do the damage. Then we'll play out Cannonball, and that will defeat the Mark 6. He takes no consequential from that. We will thwart for 2 with Moon Girl. Then we will pay for Jocasta. And when she comes in, we get to keep. We get to get a defense event. And the one we want is... Oh, we don't have any of our desperate defenses. Okay, well I guess it'll be a never back down then. That's fine. And we're not doing anything. Well, are we? think we are. So, just Costa is going to do the 1 damage we need to flip the Sentinel. So now we have Stalwart. He's tough. Still has the same attack, but his scheme is higher. He has 22 health. We're going to go get, or have to get, an abduction protocols, which is fine by me. That won't be very difficult to deal with. And I think we're done on our turn. We're going to keep this other never back down. We always want to have one in our back pocket. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never back down, Snow Guard, Jesse Alexander, Desperate Defense, Connection to the World Mind. So we draw another one because it doesn't count against our hand size, and Lightspeed Flight. Excellent for us. Okay. Throw goes on. Sentinel's going to attack. We are going to defend. We will play our Desperate Defense. So our defense is a 5 in total. So we're good. It takes 1 damage and pings the tough off. And we draw a card from Unflappable. And we ready. Excellent stuff. Encounter card. Self-repair. Discard each status card from the villain, give the villain a tough status card, and deal 1 or 5, heal 5 damage from it. So just becomes tough. That's fine. Oh, Jubilee does not have all that damage, and Cannonball has none. Okay. So I think we'll mobile bunker first. Lightspeed Flight and Pinpoint. We have a lot of allies out. And we need to make room. So we're going to have Jocasta thwart 2 off of here. Then we will Lightspeed Flight the remainder. That goes, that's out of the game. Get ourselves another mutant friend. And it's going to be Wolfsbane. Or attacks gain piercing. Wow, that's well timed for us. I've got more X-Men as friends than champions, that's for sure. We're going to thwart 1 off the main scheme, stand the helmet back up. Wolfsbane is going to attack, blows off the tough, Sentinel down to 20. We don't need Snow Guard. So, oh, did I get rid of cards? I didn't, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, yeah, I needed to drop 2 cards. Foolish me from the bunker. So those 2 can go. All right. We'll do 2 damage using Snow Guard to the Sentinel. Sam will attack. It's another 4. So it's down to 16. I guess we'll just hang on to Never Back Down for next turn. So we'll spend these 2 to play Ever Vigilant. There's no threat in the main scheme anyway. We'll stand back up and we'll do 1. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Another encounter card. Okay. Never Back Down, Desperate Defense, Ever Vigilant, Desperate Defense, and Force Field Projection. All really good to keep us out of trouble. Okay. Threat goes on. He's going to attack. We will defend. We will use Desperate Defense. So our defense is 5. We exhaust. We're exhausted anyway. Did not do damage, so Sentinel takes 1. So as a boost, interrupt when your hero defends. If you take no damage, ready. Okay, so interrupts take precedence over boost cards. But I think after the resolution is when the boost occurs, so I did not stand back up from that. Okay. But the helmet does, and I draw a card. Did I do the damage? Can't remember if I did the electrostatic damage or not there. Well, if I didn't, I didn't. So be it. Encounter card. Everything's done there. Yes. Warn the others. Obligation. After your turn ends, place this card face down under Operation Zero Tolerance. Exhaust your identity. Discard this card. Okay. That's 1. Oh, look. Another abduction protocols. Which I think is something we can probably clear. But it may not matter if we can do a lot of damage on this turn. The Sentinel. Okay. Force field projection, light speed flight, ever vigilant. The protocols don't mean anything right now because we're not going to lose any of our allies. So it's mobile bunker first, powering all of us, and pot shot. Okay, pot shot we want for sure. What don't we want? I think we can get rid of our force field projection and our never back down. Okay. So we'll start off with our pot shot for 4, down to 10. Cannonball and Wolfsbane can attack, down to 6. I spent that. I think we don't care about the protocols. So we're going to play out Ever Vigilant to stand up. 2 threat comes off the main scheme because it's not a thwart. Then we are going to exhaust to get rid of Warn the Others. Oh, it's an alter ego action, so we can't do that. So we might as well just hit for 1 and use our helmet to do 2 more damage. Sentinel's looking in pretty rough shape here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after my turn ended, Warn the Others goes under here. Pinpoint, Ever Vigilant, Go for Champions, Moon Girl, and Lightspeed Flight. Okay. Threat goes on. Sentinel's going to attack. We will defend. Attack of 3. So this time we take 2 damage. He takes 1. We sustain damage, so Unflappable doesn't trigger. And counter card. Warn the Others again. Okay, but we don't really care because the others are well and truly warned. So I think... Nope, forgot to put the damage on them. I think it's only fitting that it's Jubilee gets the last laugh here. So we use our helmet to energize Jubilee, and she does the last 2 damage, destroying the Sentinel. I mean, she's just trying to enjoy a day at the mall. So I'd say that the young X-Men out on their shopping spree just want to shop in Hot Topic, man. I'm assuming that's where young people shop. Anyway, she's able to blow them up. So that went pretty smoothly. You really have to slow your roll with this deck and make sure. Look, it is in a lot of ways a tempo where you need to get all of your various upgrades out, and once you do, things go pretty small. And it's really good for the Snare too, because you have so many analyzed. You just never want to block with them, and we never really did. We got very lucky getting our armor out, and we're very rarely caught without having one of our 6 defensive cards to play around with. So Nova doesn't caught into any Sentinel shenanigans, and Project Wide Awake is a complete and utter failure as a cosmic teenager supported by a lot of mutant teenagers take down the Sentinels. So thanks for watching, and please let me know if I missed anything in the comments. But I think that went pretty smooth. Oh yeah, I wonder what got stuck under 0 tolerance. Oh, it was Ironheart. All right, well, not the worst thing to miss, but She didn't really get a chance to do anything in this game. Alright, so thanks very much for watching, and until next time, happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching Longship Gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will really help the channel to grow and improve. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when more Longship Gaming content goes live. Until next time, happy gaming.